Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're reviewing the 2024 Hyundai Kona. Now, I picked out a Limited because this is like a loaded up version of the Kona, and I think you guys are gonna like all the equipment that it has. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Murdoch Hyundai here in Linden, Utah for giving me some time with this Kona. I'm going to include a link to their website in the description down below so you can check out what they have currently. And then on a side note, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. So under the hood, we have a turbocharged 1.6 liter 4-cylinder that goes through an 8-speed automatic transmission. Fuel economy is 24 around town and then 29 on the highway, with power outputs being about 190 horsepower and then 195 pound-feet of torque. Now, before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention, if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. Now, taking a look at the hood, you guys can see here with the boxy lines on either side, it definitely gives the Kona a cooler appearance now. And then you guys can see with the Hyundai logo, and then we got the light bar there at the top. And this does have a split light design, so we have the actual lighting cluster down below for like the headlights, for example. Parking sensors built into the front end as well. And putting it all together, it has a very futuristic, almost like Star Wars type appearance. Now, around the side here, our turn wheel setup is 235, 45, 19 in the front and over in the rear. And you guys can see with the wheels, you've got the silver mixed in with the blacked out elements. And then notice the fender flares are unpainted. They're pretty massive too. And you can see the rest of the bodywork there on the side. And look at all these crazy lines that crisscross. And then here is the full side view with this Kona. Now, taking a look at the key fob, you guys can see we've got our unlock and our lock function, remote start. We've got the alarm as well. And yeah, futuristic looking key fob. And popping into the hatch, you guys can see it is automatic. Interesting, there's not a button on the key fob for it. Anyways, we do have a cargo cover built in from the factory and quite a bit of storage space. Again, the Kona is not a big crossover, but yeah, I'd say it's pretty decent. When you're all done, just press that button and that'll lower it down. So remember how I said there wasn't a button on the key fob? I was wrong. There's not any self-park, but there is the opening for the hatch just on the side of the key fob. Now, taking a look at the door panel, we got soft touch here, and down below you're going to rest your arm, and I like the look of the handle there. And then taking a look at the seats, perforated all down the center portion, and yeah, nice trim overall. And then legroom back here is good. We also have some vents in the back, USBs there at the bottom, and notice it's perforated even in the center. Cup holder, armrest, and then last but not least, headroom. It's good. Now, taking a look at the door panel, you guys can see again here with the soft touch, and down below you're going to rest your arm. All of our window controls here, we've got our mirror adjustments. The mirrors do have blind spot monitoring. And then taking a look at the front seat, perforated down the center, and I like that little design detail, and you can see it's perforated at the bottom. And then we've got our power adjustments here on the side, which have a funky look to them. Got that to open up the hatch, your parking brake, and then the stability control, and then the hill descent control, and then I like the finish on that. Now, taking a look at the steering wheel, you guys can see soft touch all around. We also have the paddle shifters there on the back for the 8-speed automatic. We got our voice command controls, volume controls. We have our cruise control with the steering assist function. And yeah, the overall design of this is pretty interesting. You guys can see the stalks are in the back. And then yes, this does have a column shifter. So it's pretty simple. You press in for park and you twist for drive or reverse. Now, we do have a full digital gauge cluster here in the center, and basically you can see different bits of info on the vehicle in the center, just like a lot of other modern cars. And then we do have our drive mode select, and it'll kind of change the gauge cluster depending on what mode you go into. I do like that animation for sport mode. That is fun. Now, in reverse, we do have a 360 camera system, so you guys can see the backup camera with trajectory lens that turns the steering wheel. Got the bird's eye view, and then we have this cool exterior shot with the Kona. So good camera system. You can also see the parking sensor, by the way. And then as for the rest of the infotainment system, notice it's connected to the main screen unit, so it's kind of all one thing. But yeah, response time with this is great. I think it's pretty self-explanatory with all the different tabs. So I think they made it pretty user-friendly overall. Now, I do like the kind of appearance of the dash trim. It's kind of hard to pick it up on camera. It's better to see in person. And then you guys can see with this little design detail down below that connects to the vent. And then you have some storage above the glove box. And then you got the glove box as well. And then down below, we've got a bunch of physical buttons for like the radio. We have for the climate control as well, dual zone climate, by the way, for those of you wondering. And then down below that, we've got our charging area, tons of charging ports, and we also have a wireless phone charging pad as well. And then we do have heated and ventilated seats with this limited package, heated steering wheel, got our center locking differential as well as our drive mode select as well. And then you guys can see we've got this storage space here, and this has the cool cup holders that pop out. They're also great for holding a bunch of keys if you ever need that. And then you can see the kind of center console thing. It's big. This is very spacious. I do like this. And then we do have a control here for the sunroof. Now here's the window sticker for this Kona. You guys can see all of the standard equipment there, base MSRP, and then our total MSRP, $34,970. And let's see how it drives. Let's talk about visibility before we set off. Here's visibility over the hood, both the mirrors, throughout the rest of the rear, and let's set off. So first off, these seats are really comfortable. I do like the fact that we have the heated and cooled function. You know, Hyundai's always about value, and so they always offer quite a few features. And again, like having all those features at under $40,000, you know, it's not unheard of, right? Because there are other cars that offer that, but it's not common. I mean, first off, it's not even common for a brand new car, period, to be under $40,000. The average brand new car is almost 50 grand in today's market. Things have definitely gotten, you know, a little bit out of hand. Also, seeing that Kona driving down, that looks so cool on the road with the daytime running lights. That's really fun. That's really fun. So yeah, let's get up and see how this performs with the turbocharged 1.6 liter. So good torque. It did go a little bit high in the RPMs there, which is interesting. I didn't feel like I pushed too deep into the throttle. It's got a small, nimble feel. It's nice. I do like the steering. It's light. It's pretty direct. So that's a plus. Gonna pop it into the sport mode. Got a little racetrack that pops up. Turn signal camera too. That's another feature this has. That's nice. This is just full of features. I mean, the torque's good. Like if you're just kind of partial throttle and just kind of ride the torque wave, it drives really well. So I think that's done well. Oh, I just realized this is on high. It's hot. I'm like, why am I like, I feel like I'm starting to sweat. No wonder. Okay, we're gonna get past these cars, then we'll get our acceleration. Okay, let's see how this goes. Not bad. I wouldn't call it quick by any means or super fast, but I mean, it gets up and moves. Again, you gotta remember the segment this is in. Most vehicles in the segment are brutally slow, like Honda HR-V. Do they even make the Toyota CHR anymore? I haven't seen one in such a long time, but the Toyota CHR, right? That's also kind of in the segment. Brutally slow. So like this actually, like compared to those, it's a rocket ship. But yeah, just in terms of, I guess, you know, I guess from my perception as someone who reviews cars, it moves, but I wouldn't call it fast. But I mean, it's got great power. So setting things up here at the Kona Limited. I also reviewed an N-Line. If you guys want me to review other packages on the new Kona, let me know. But as of right now, I guess this is my final plan, is to just do these two. But if you guys want to change that plan, always let me know. I think the N-Line looks cooler. And I think that's the one that probably they'll sell. I mean, you can see, look at the spoiler and everything. I think that's one that they'll probably sell the most of. But like, in terms of just getting the most features, yeah, this, and also the painted, how it's painted instead of unpainted with the fender flares. I think that also kind of plays a part into the cooler looks. But yeah, anyways, I think this one though, if you're looking for more features, that's what this is gonna do. So let me, you guys, think about the new Kona. I guess I'm not far enough forward. Ah! I got tripped up. I pulled it. I don't know why I pulled it towards me for. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the new Kona, and let me know which package you think is the best. I'm kind of still leaning more towards the N-Line.